Morning.
All right, let's call this, microphones on, podium mics on. Good morning, everyone. You might notice that I am picking up my Smarter Than Me phone and I am putting it on airplane mode so that it won't ring during this meeting. And I would ask all of you to do the same so that we don't have interruptions. That would be wonderful. Then it is 9 o'clock. There are quotes and bids due today. As the meeting has started, no more quotes or bids will be accepted after this time. Nancy, would you do the roll call for us, please?
Good morning. Thank you, Mike. Andy Jones,
Present.
Rose Rivera,
Present.
Mike Macklin,
Hither.
Andrew Kreider.
Present.
Please note there is one vacancy on the Board of Works. Thank you.
Just for you. Okay, next thing, approve the agenda. Could I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We're at open bids and quotes. First quote is bid number 2609, Napanee Street Pedestrian Bridge Restoration Project.
I have here the affidavit of publication showing that it was published in the Elkhart Truth on April 4th, 2026 and April 11th, 2026, bid number 26-09, Napanee Street Pedestrian Bridge Restoration Project.
What? No.
Sorry.
Okay, first quote is from Milestone Contractors LP. They have assigned certified bid summary form. Doesn't appear that there were any addendums. Their base bid for this project is $306,656, 306,656. Next bid is from Reith Riley Construction. They also have a certified bid summary form that's been signed. Their base bid is $424,895, 424,895. Finally, we have a mess. Okay, I think we have a little confusion. I apologize. There was an addendum. Both of the previous bids did. No, okay, that's it. The bid from Milestone Contractors does not acknowledge addendum number 1. So I have a feeling this will be a little confusing. The final bid, Laporte Construction, they have a certified bid summary form. They've acknowledged addendum number 1. And their base bid for this project, $291,210, 291,210. Could I have a motion to assign these to staff to review and report back at a future meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Opening. Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Their quotes don't have a publication. I'll do the rest for this one. There you go. First quote is from Martel Electric LLC. They have assigned certified quote summary form. Total quote, $88,561.48. 88561.48. Next quote is from Premium Concrete Services. They also have a certified quote summary form. Their bid for this project, $126,540. 126,540. Finally, we have a quote from Reith Riley. They also have certified quote summary form. Their bid for this project is $126,569.89. 126,569.89. Have a motion to assign these to staff to review and report back at a future meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I was just going, it's at a future meeting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is? Okay,
It's on the agenda at the end, sorry.
okay. It's on the agenda. We'll deal with it then. Next quote is for quote number 26-12, city retention basin maintenance. Have one. The quote is from Frankenberger Lawn Care. Let's see. Okay, routine maintenance cycle, is that all that's in this? Okay. Their unit price season startup is 1,750. Their unit price routine maintenance total for the 6 is 1,250. It's the, Mark, this was one of theirs. Could we have motion to send this to engineering to review and report back at the next meeting?
Second.
Motion and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion on the minutes, please?
I move that we approve the minutes of the regular meeting of April 7th, 2026 and the special meeting of April 1st, 2026.
Second.
Motion and a second. Are there any changes or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the claims and allowance docket in the amount of $5,157,321.86 as listed here, consisting of 36 pages printed on April 15, 2026 at 4:19 PM.
Second.
Motion and a second. Well, hello there, Aaron. No, is that on? It's on. Try again.
It doesn't need to be close to you.
Tap it.
I did that.
I'm not,
I did it. I'm glad we upgraded.
Yeah.
The National Construction Enterprises for $540,364. And then our board and trash services for April are $208,000. We also want to run on water to HRP, $486,135.43. Like that.
Okay, questions for Aaron? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Papers online.
Oh,
Okay,
it's really, my pen is red. Okay.
need another pen.
Yeah, red doesn't really. I think we got one though.
You good?
There you go.
Mhm.
All right. I could have a motion to authorize Board of Works President to execute a professional service agreement with Abinmarsh Consulting for traffic signal evaluation at various intersections, fee not to exceed $88,600.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Jeff?
Hey, board. Apologize I couldn't be there in person today. We had our engineering team over the winter took a look at some of our traffic signals. We actually looked at all of them using MACOG traffic data and found a number of signals that may actually not be warranted anymore just due to changes in traffic conditions. So we requested some proposals to look at some specific areas. As you see in your memo, along Blazer Boulevard, in the former Miles Lab campus area, so along Edwardsburg, Michigan, Mishawaka Street, that area, and then some other scattered locations throughout the city. We took proposals from 3 different firms, and after reviewing them, felt like Abinmarsh had prepared the proposal that made the most sense for the city. And so what we'd like to do is bring them on board to conduct this study, more detailed traffic analysis of these intersections. And if they're no longer warranted, and after we discuss with the mayor's office, we would potentially next year bring you some actions to remove those traffic signals.
Jeff, I'm concerned with this proposal. As I look through the intersections, there's a number of them. There's the one on Bristol Street, which the fact that it's near my house doesn't bother me, but Bristol Street is not under normal traffic conditions anymore, and it probably won't be for a year. Likewise, Elkhart Avenue, Franklin, and Waterfall. With all the construction downtown, I don't think you'll get an accurate view of the real traffic situation. I'd like you to come back with a revised or respond to that and have your staff review all of these intersections, make sure that we have an awful lot of construction. It's a good thing, but people start using different routes as we ask them to avoid the whole construction area. I'm afraid we may not get good results.
No, that's a fair question. We'll take a second look and we'll go back to Abinmarsh. So if you want to put this on the table for now, we'll take a second look over the next couple of weeks and bring a revised document back to you in a couple of weeks. That's a fair question.
Thank you. Great. And I'm glad we're doing this. Hope I don't lose my signal, but all right. Could I have a motion to table, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor of tabling signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Go
Mr.
ahead.
Chair, I move that we authorize the board president to execute the professional services agreement with Lawson Fisher Associates PC for Oakland Project D lift station construction inspection with fees not to exceed $205,800.
Second.
Motion and a second. Jeff?
Yeah, hey board. So this was originally included in DLZ's scope of services for Oakland Project D, though it was not part of the contract that the board approved for DLZ. It was not included in that scope of services. So it was in their proposal, but not in their contract. And as we progress through Project B, and we've openly discussed this with DLZ, we just feel a little bit more comfortable having a third party do this specialized inspection service for us. So most of this work will actually be next year. This is work on the lift station and the tank at CSO 6 and 7, so at the Goss lot at Jackson and Waterfall. And we just think it's a little bit better to have a third-party inspector rather than the design firm. And we've discussed that at length with DLZ. They understand where we're coming from. And so we reached out to a couple different consultants, and Lawson Fisher responded to us with a proposal that, again, they're qualified to do the work. It fits our needs and it is within our budget for the project.
Okay, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the bid documents and grant permission to advertise bid number 26-11 Indiana Avenue retaining wall improvement.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Mr. Backlund, if I can address you directly, this is a project I'm sure you're familiar with. So this is some of the concerns we've had with Indiana Avenue and the retaining walls, not that support the railroad, but around the underpass. So United Consulting took a pretty detailed look at that area and looked pretty deeply into the construction record as well, and got a really good understanding of why we've had some of the issues there with the wall moving back and forth. And obviously we also have the damage from vehicles hitting the wall. So this project will repair that damage, will remove some of the short walls and actually replace them just with vegetative slopes. We're going to fix the cap to the top of the wall. Right now those capstones are not affixed, so we're going to fix that. And then we're going to put in not the perfect drainage system, but we're going to put in a little bit of drainage system to do better draining the water from behind the wall. This has been, we will take this to the council for an appropriation once we have bids, but it has been included in the mayor's capital plan. So the mayor has asked us to go ahead and move forward with this project.
Does this include that big wall that was leaning a little bit?
Yes, that's correct. And we think that's caused due to the lack of drainage behind the wall. It's not the ideal situation. We're going to be boring some holes through the wall and putting some pipes through there, perforated pipes to try and pull the water out. We think long term that's going to at least help the situation.
Okay, good. And that is ready to go to bid?
Yes, the documents are signed and included in the packet. So we'll send that out to bid, and then we will, once we have bids, we'll go to the council for an appropriation and then bring it back to you for an award.
All righty. Other questions for Jeff? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the transit agreement with Michiana Area Council of Governments and forward said agreement to the mayor for signature.
Second.
Motion and a second. Is this the same from each year, Jeff?
Yes, sir. Just an increase in the amount due to an increase that the council approved in the budget for this year.
Of 150,000, right? To
Yep.
150,000.
Yep, to 150,000.
Right, and do they still do intersection analysis for us?
This is just strictly the interurban trolley agreement.
Oh, okay,
The intersection analysis, which is $5,000, that cycle it comes through in the fall.
okay. All righty, all those in favor of this agreement signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we ratify the partial payment request number 12 in the amount of $2,816,155 to Selge Construction from SRF Loan WW241820006 for construction on the Project B Oakland CSO Tank Division 1 project.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Good morning, Jason Simnick.
Talking too long.
What's that?
You're talking too long.
Oh, sorry. Everything's going great. The project is going really well. We have finished all of the wall pours, so the tank actually has all 4 walls poured. They still have some pouring to do. They'll do by pumping into the inside. The floor is not poured, for one thing. They have started on the utility work down Oakland, doing water and sanitary so far. I believe storm would be next. And that's how it's going. It's going real well. They're still confident in their schedule. So
And I've seen pictures of exposed rebar near the base on some of their pours. Is that right?
yes, that is the stairwell wall pour, and they will be addressing that. They're working with DLZ on getting a plan for what will happen for fixing it.
And it's only around the stairway?
Yes.
Okay, not so the tank itself.
The
didn't
tank
get-
itself has got some areas that will need to be addressed, but nothing like that, nothing structural. It's just sort of surface stuff that is
Because I hate to have a new project with a patch on it right away.
I understand. The nice thing about the stairwell is that whole area is covered by an area. So once they've got it all
Still,
put in, oh no, I know, I understand. But yeah, that's
okay. Thank you. Other questions for Jason? Oh, when is their estimated completion?
well, estimated completion will be the end of November.
Okay, great. All righty. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we ratify partial payment request number 2 in the amount of $353,852 to C&E Excavating from the allocated SRF loan for construction on the Oakland Tank Project C project.
Second.
Motion a second. And this is the line that goes from downtown over to the tank, right?
Yes, this is all of the work going down Harrison Street. All of Harrison is torn up, and we're working on it. It's right now they're doing the sanitary work. The water main is entirely in and pressurized. We're working now on tying the services over to it, which includes going into each house and replacing the water line all the way up to their meters.
Oh, and was that covered by a grant?
It's not covered by a grant.
No?
No,
Because that's theoretically lead line replacement.
it's lead line replacement. We're doing it on the houses that either have lead or galvanized, which out there is pretty much all of them. I think that the only ones that have not been are like businesses that have replaced it recently. So
Well, my eagle eyes noticed coming in that there is a bunch of pipe in the parking lot across the street.
mhm.
And I saw a blue pipe.
Yes, that is for Project D, and that is going to be force main pipe. And
Force main, we're putting in plastic force
we are
main.
putting in plastic force main because of the fact that our ductile that we had spec'd was not being delivered. Basically, it hadn't been manufactured. We weren't on the docket until late May to get the ductile iron, and we had DLZ go over the options and verify that the plastic would be a comparable. Yeah, I mean, what we're losing is obviously, you know, that it's not as strong as the ductile iron, but
Okay.
yeah, that was our opinion as well.
Okay, thanks for that. Other questions about any of the Oakland Tank project?
Might have been last month.
Seeing none, all those in favor of this pay app signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
So I don't think any of us have in our packet this one, so I don't know if we want to amend the agenda, Chair, or how you want to.
Water utility MRO.
I think it might have accidentally been left on from the last meeting, so just skip.
We have a
Okay.
motion to remove water utility MRO from the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor of this amendment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we find JBS Prepared Foods permit number 2002-01 in violation of their industrial wastewater discharge permit for exceeding fog limits at their end of pipe monitoring location And in accordance with the City of Elkhart's Enforcement Response Plan, impose a penalty in the amount of $2,750.
Second.
Motion and a second. Hi, Steve.
Good morning, Board. Steve Brown, Public Works. JBS is required to conduct monthly fog sampling using 3 graph samples over a production day. The sampling event in March, one of the samples was 355 milligrams per liter, which exceeds the local limit of 200 milligrams per liter. This marks the 4th fog violation within the past 12 months. The enforcement response plan recommends a penalty of $2,500. And since the result of 355 milligrams per liter is more than 20% of the limit, there's an additional $250, making the grand total $2,750.
Can we increase this?
We sure could. Yes, the board has authority to do so.
I mean, I don't like beating up industry, but we went through a year and a half, 2 years of, well, we went through a decade of one of our sewer lines out there being grease impacted
Sure.
and went through a significant, what's the word? Enforcement response plan, whatever. I don't know. What's the right term for that?
There's a lot of time and material
consent
and,
decree.
yeah. It went under
Consent decree over a year to get these things fixed. And if 4 times in this year they're exceeding, I'm suggesting that perhaps their system is not working correctly.
Yeah, and I do want the board to remind the board also that JBS is currently under another consent decree because of repeated fog violations. So they're working on best management practices and possibly installing some on-site treatment system. So currently they are working to try to rectify this issue.
Is this their second consent decree in this decade?
Yes, yes, yes.
And does their consent decree dictate what penalties will be if they exceed?
It does, yes. Yes,
So it's more difficult for us to assess a penalty since they're an increased penalty since they're part of a consent decree. Is that correct?
no, it's my understanding the board still has the authority to increase our,
See your helper coming up.
Steve, do you have a copy of the consent decree?
not on.
Want us to table this?
I think that's a good idea, so we can make sure that there isn't an absolute number.
I guess I would also like to see, I mean, I don't want you to spend hours doing this, but let's get a little history of what has and has not happened, Steve. You know, I think plug sewers, I started correcting it. Sewers aren't plugged anymore. I assume they're not plugged anymore, but go ahead. Steve can't get in.
I just want to say Maggie Marnoka, the board's attorney. I wanted to
Oh.
introduce myself.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, because I spoke on the record, I
That's
needed to
fine.
give my name.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you for being thorough.
Yes, in regards to our plug sewers, we have looked into that and our sewers are cleaner than they've ever been in years. So the problem is still with JBS, but it hasn't
It's decreased.
it hasn't gotten to our system. So
Okay.
we have looked at that.
Did they put a monitoring manhole over on Main Street?
No, it's on site,
On site,
Yeah.
okay.
on their side. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna table this until the current consent decree is reviewed to see if Mike the Hammer Macklin can don't include that in the minutes. If my recommendations are accurate or are reasonable. So I would motion to table.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second to table. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Good work, Steve.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the modification of the existing industrial wastewater discharge permit for Elkhart Environmental Processing, permit number 2002-02.
Second.
A motion and a second. I'm sorry, Steve, were we rude and didn't give JBS, did they have a representative here that wanted to speak?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
good
see
enough.
a problem.
Because you know, I'm never rude, Steve. Okay, so we have a motion on changing environmental processing's permit. What's up?
Yep, just updating their permit. Elkhart Environmental Processing is doing some changes or have already done some changes to better treat their wastewaters. And in doing so, we needed to modify their permit and also update their permit with the current language in the ordinance. So this is just bringing things more up to speed with their current activities.
Okay, so this isn't reducing their requirements.
Nope.
And must have been last fall because I remember hearing about it. The exceedance they had, they've worked out that issue now.
They are also under a consent order.
Okay,
So this is a part of it. They modified some of their processes to better treat the waste. So in doing so, we're bringing this to the board, but they are still under consent order to come into compliance.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Other questions for Steve? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair,
Oh,
I move that we issue Philip Matthews Company their 5-year non-significant categorical industrial user permit number 2026-03.
Second.
Motion in the second. Is that the new significant user permit?
Yeah, that's correct. This is a new non-significant categorical industrial user. They are subject to EPA regulations, but they do not discharge their processed wastewaters to the city sewer system. And what we've been doing is those in this like manner, we still permit them and we annually go out and inspect and collect samples to confirm that their process is not coming to the city sewer. So we're just permitting them to help keep them on our radar.
And is this a new company?
No, they've been here for a while.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty. Questions for Steve? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, board.
Mr. Chair, I move that,
Could
or,
I speak?
oh, yes.
Yeah. Maggie Marnoka, board's attorney. I was able to pull up the consent decree and it does state $2,500 with 250 if there's more than a 20% exceedance. So that does limit the board from going over the 2,500
Okay.
on JBS, just to clarify. So
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know, you can pull it off the table or you can wait so that you have more information from Steve.
Let's go ahead and what I'd suggest, thank you very much, Meg.
Yep.
We might as well deal with this. Steve can still give us a report next time about the process since our hands are tied. Just. All right, so let's just pop back to, could have a motion to take JBS Prepared Foods fog exceedance action off the table.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to remove from the table. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Do we need a new motion? Yeah. Since I'm holding it, I'll make it for you. Could I have a motion to find JBS Prepared Foods permit number 2002-01 in violation of their industrial wastewater discharge permit for exceedance of fog limits at their end of pipe monitoring location in accordance with the Elkhart Environmental Response Plan and their consent decree. We will assess a penalty of $2,750.
So moved.
Second.
So moved in second. Any more discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All righty. Table. Disposal of fixed assets tabled. Does that stay tabled?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I move that we award quote number 266-04 for the purchase of 2 Ford F-350 trucks, chassis for the Elkhart Street Department to Community Ford of Bloomington as the lowest responsive and responsible quote in the amount of $93,600.50.
Second.
Motion and a second. Josh, how are you today?
Good morning, board. I'm pretty good. How are you guys doing? And
Good.
ladies? Great. This is to purchase 2 truck chassis for the Elkhart Street Department. They will later be upfitted. This is just a purchase of the chassis.
Did you, good for you going to Bloomington, but how did you think to pull Community Ford of Bloomington?
We've used them in the past.
Okay.
They have a great fleet department, and it's getting harder to get quotes locally.
Really?
Yeah. There's a disgruntled dealer.
Oh, I mean, it's too bad.
Yeah. So we do.
They'll be
Usually
back
when
during
I-
the next recession when nobody's selling cars.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, when I send out quotes, I usually do 5 now. I send
Okay.
out 5 dealers. So,
Okay. And you've been obviously happy with these guys.
yeah.
Great. Questions for Josh? Seeing none, trying to keep it moving, Nancy. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we grant permission to request quote number 26-11 for 2 Ford F-550 truck chassis for the street department to Josh Holt, City of Elkhart Fleet Manager.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we award purchase of 1 Ford F-250 Super Duty pickup with snowplow for the Public Works Department to EB Ford of Goshen in the amount of $60,289.48 as the lowest responsive and responsible quote.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Is that
Thank you, board.
Thank you very much.
That's all I got.
All right. Just out of curiosity, are those long lead time now or any of those available now?
They're building them much quicker than they have been in the past.
Okay.
The ones that were awarded earlier this year, they have build dates of early next month.
Okay.
So yeah, they're getting them done.
Great.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the contract with Repose Cemetery Solutions for the purchase of cemetery record software in the amount of $13,990.70.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Are you Cynthia?
Hi, I'm Sunitha Millsaps. I'm the superintendent at the cemeteries.
Okay. What are you doing?
in case you did know, all of our records are currently still on paper and cards. It's very scary. And so we took some time to look for some possible software for us to begin our 2026 moving forward, making sure that's all digitized, and then slowly, year by year, moving back and getting the other things digitized.
And then will these records tie directly into your mapping software?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Yes. Yes.
Sunitha, that sounds like a
Huh?
huge job.
I-
Who's going to do the work? Is it just Ashley or are you going to have other? No, not me.
Yeah, yeah. So it is some of the beauty that we have at the cemetery. In the winter months, our time is lower, just simply because we can't do as much work in the winter. And so in the winter, we'll really be able to really go through taking some time and getting them in slowly, though the back years in. As far as how we record stuff right now, you'd be amazed at how many steps we have to take to get all those cards in. So this actually will actually speed up what we're doing compared to, yeah.
And with the old records, do you have to manually enter things or can you use scanners? Or, because I'm sure some of this really old stuff.
Yeah, some of the older things, depending on how they're set up, a lot of it, we will still be able to do some scanning. It'll go right into the software. But, you know, we have stuff for Graceline. A lot of that stuff was collected much differently than it is now. So it'll be a process, but yeah, if we find we need to bring someone else aboard to help get some of that in, we will, but I really believe we have enough staff right now that we can get it done over the next year or so. Yeah.
Thank you.
When was Graceland? How far back does Graceland go?
1800.
1800. So do you think you have everything from then forward? I mean, or was there gaps, things missing over the time?
Oh, yeah. As many of them, even throughout Rice, we would still have some gaps in information that we have. So actually, I believe Graceline had some better record keeping because it was all written and they were in these massive sized books. You should come see them. I think historically they're amazing. I think Graceline actually has some better records than what we have moving.
I know Graceland's been full for long. When was the last time there was a burial there?
We do maybe about one a year.
One.
If we get one a year, yeah. It's just from people who already own
Right.
that space, yeah. Yeah. So.
Thanks.
Great. Was this in the budget? Is this paid for?
Yeah, so I had some professional service money, and so I had to move some out of that to be put into the.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Anything else?
Speaking from IT, did you consult with James on this?
Yes,
you got
absolutely.
good advice from James about that?
And the GIS team and our IT team all came in, saw the software, met with the software provider. Yeah.
Great.
You're a model citizen.
Thank you. Thank you all.
People are just dying to work for.
Yeah, I go.
It's always a good job. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve a resolution number 26-R-05, a resolution of the Board of Public Works of the City of Elkhart, Indiana, accepting the transfer of real property from the City of Elkhart Department of Redevelopment, southeast corner Benham Avenue and Dr. King Drive, adjacent northwest 614 Gardner Court.
Second.
Motion and a second. What are we doing?
Good morning.
Morning, Adam.
Adam Fan, Assistant Director of Redevelopment. These are 3 parcels that the Redevelopment Commission got out of tax sale that are associated with Board of Public Works projects or future projects. So we're just transferring.
Okay. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Adam.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the following youth and event permits. Color for Kids Family Run and Walk, May 30. Marion High School graduation, May 29. Peace Officers Memorial Service, May 14. Recovery in the Park, June 23. United for Life Prayer Walk and Picnic, June 27. Elkhart Summer Celebration Cookout, August 18. Flags from the Heart, May 23 through May 25. Riverside Bible Church Children's Carnival, Weston Park, July 25. Praise and Prayer for America's 250th Anniversary, June 28, July 26, August 30, September 27. Beard Birthday Party, May 2nd. Hispanic Heritage Festival, September 26. Elkhart Jazz Festival, June 18 through June 21. Elkhart Auto Fest Cruise, June 12. Elkhart Auto Fest, June 13.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We're to award quote 26-10.
I don't. Mr. Chair, I move that we award quote number 26-10 for Mishawaka Road and Pleasant Plain Avenue Pedestrian Crossing Project to Martel Electric, who submitted the lowest responsive quote with a contract price in the amount of $88,561.48.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any big deal?
Mark Lucas, Public Works. No, everything looked good. Quotes look good and looking forward to working with Martel.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Public comment. Anyone within, where'd the trash cans? Oh, anyone within the chamber wish to address the board? Seeing none, anyone online wish to address the board? A reminder, you will need to be visible to address the board digitally. Seeing none, Rose, my favorite time.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Motion and a second. We're adjourned.